Hi everyone, I'm Zach, aka the Mun of Icarius with a C, which is my independent Anakin Skywalker roleplay blog from the Star Wars franchise. And a lot of you do know me because we started talking on Skype and stuff like that, and yeah, and others don't know me. So, yeah, hi, I'm Zach. Okay, so I asked you guys to send me in questions about myself or about my role playing or about Anakin, so I'm going to answer them because you sent them in. So, yeah. And I'm also going to do a couple shout outs just to the people in the Star Wars community who really make it what it is, which is a really great. I'm so glad to have joined the Star Wars community, RP community again, because it seems it's just so open and everybody loves each other and there's not really any problems and I love it. Okay. So let's get to the questions. Probably do a shout out to a couple people at the end of the video. Okay, the first question is from Dr. on Serenity. And the first part of the question asks, tell me about your Anakin moment and why. Okay, friend, I'm sorry, but I don't know what that means. Like, are you asking, did I ever have an Anakin moment? Because I would say that I've had a couple Anakin moments like this past couple of weeks. Like there's times when I've been really angry like he is. I have a really short fuse and like any if you set me off, I'm like super pissed. I don't want to talk to anybody. Really like just yelling and cursing. You don't want to see it. I seem chill right now, but if something were to happen that pissed me off, I'd just be off the wall. I'd probably like force choke my significant other. It's that bad. No, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. Just future reference. That's not the type of person I am. Okay. So the next question, the second part of Doctor's question asks, if you have one at all, tell me about your favorite guilty pleasure AU. That one AU that is off the wall, makes no sense, maybe even a little out of character for one or more or all parties involved, and serves absolutely no purpose other than to make your soul and heart happy, and maybe you don't tell anyone about this AU. And you just quietly think about it to yourself a lot, but you don't care because you love it a lot. Aha, that's long. Yeah, it was kind of long. It's okay, though. I forgive you. Actually, this AU idea came from Kagan. I love you, but I don't know how to pronounce your URL. I'm sorry. And they are a General Grievous RP blog, and basically they had this idea, this AU, that all the male characters in Star Wars were male strippers, and all the female characters went to their nightclub and were like, "Oh my God, yes, take off your shirt!" And Obi-Wan and Anakin had a duo act, and I'm just gonna leave it at that. Just make it up. Just make your own assumptions. Make up your own ideas about what this act is. Okay, I hope that answers your question. Okay, next question is from Kenobik, aka Luna, my German mom. And she asks a couple questions, so we're gonna go through them like we did the other question. Okay, first part asks, is there anything at any point in his timeline that Anakin regrets? I'm just gonna be really simple here and say it was his killing of the Sand People, the Tusken Raiders, because I think he just realized as he calmed down and he kind of matured and thought about what he did, he kind of just realizes that it wasn't the Jedi way. He should have gone. He should have talked to somebody about it. He should have like let go. He needed to understand that his mother, even though his mother is gone, she is one with the Force. She's always around him, and I guess it was hard for him to really process what was happening because he was so blinded by his anger and his rage, and so he just started mercilessly killing women and children as well. And I think he just, like I said, he just thought about it through the years and kind of realized that what he did wasn't right. He should have been more constructive with his guilt. Yeah, but I guess he also regrets not being able to save his mom as well. What would be modern day Annie's anthem? what does that mean? Like, are you talking about what song he has for modern day? Because I listen to a lot of mainstream stuff. I'm not alternative, so I can't think of an alternative song. Because he'd be really hipster if it was modern AU. He'd probably like drink black coffee. He wears a beanie. He's pretty. He would be like my type. Like if I saw him in real life in modern verse, I'm like, damn, daddy, what's good? But sadly, Hayden Christensen lives in Canada and he's married, so I can't have a modern Annie. It's really sad. If he were a chore, what would he be? He would be fixing things, like handyman chores, like fixing like a light or the stove or the dishwasher or whatever. Just like a fix-it chore. That's what he is. Just keeping these really short and simple. I don't want to go on like for 25 minutes talking about what kind of chore Anakin Skywalker would be. Okay, and now her next part is in French, so I'll read it in French and then I'll repeat it in English. Okay, si tu pourrais être un caractère de gueux d'étoile, pas Anakin, qui aimerais-tu être? Which basically means, is there any character other than Anakin that you like in Star Wars? This one I had to think about because I love all of them, but I guess today when I was iconing Luke for a Luke blog, I realized that I really love Luke as well. Like I always loved Luke. Like he was my first love before I saw the prequels. I saw the original trilogy. And I love Luke. He's just this little tiny golden retriever that just wants to do good for the world, and he really just wants to help people. He loves his friends and his family. His friends are basically his family, and he believes everybody can be redeemed, and that's my favorite thing about him. And plus, he's super cute. Did I mention that? Okay. Her second to last question asks, on a scale from watching Jar Jar fuck up to having one's limbs chopped off and be left burning, how much pain do you experience daily? I experience pain daily. Playing Anakin Skywalker, it's just a constant pain loop. Like every single day, I'll sit there, wake up, oh, it's such a wonderful day. Oh, Anakin feels. I'll look at stuff on Tumblr, like musings and stuff like that, and listen to songs that remind me of Anakin that hurt a lot, and I just chose this life for myself, man. This is what I wanted. Just all this pain. That's right. Okay, now she told me to say this. I love myself some good barbecue, preferably lava fired. Like take it to Mustafar and put it in the fucking lava. Okay, thank you, Luna, for your questions. Okay, so a couple people actually asked this question, so I'm going to answer it generally. Comes from the wrong Jedi, but a couple other people asked it already, and it's what drew me to Anakin, what made me want to play Anakin. So I think this one's going to be a bit longer than the other questions. I want to say I descended into Anakin Skywalker hell after Attack of the Clones when I was just really small. I loved him. Like when I first saw him, I'm like, holy shit, I'm in love with Anakin Skywalker. He was so heroic, so cool, and so funny, and really cute. I was a little gay when I was small. Now look what happened. And I just really, I don't know why. He was a hero to me because he was just really strong and powerful, and he got the beautiful woman at the end. He saved everybody. Saved everybody. I don't know. As I got older, I realized that I was really into his inner darkness. I really loved that struggle within him between the light and the dark, and the fears he has. In the art, I was reading the Revenge of the Sith novelization today, and they described his fear like a dragon that's kept behind walls, but sometimes it comes out and it messes him the fuck up. And I just really love exploring that, his inner mechanisms of his mind. I love exploring that and reading up on him and kind of developing ideas about how things could have been different, how he could have saved himself. And I just think he's an incredibly well-crafted character. I don't care what the original trilogy purists say. He is just So he has all these layers to him, and it's really hard to like hit all of them. So I'm always hoping that I at least hit a good amount of them. And it looks like I've been doing that. Like, I love writing as him, and I love the support I've been getting, and I'm just like, thank you. This is my third time actually writing him. The first two times sucked. I was just a noob at role playing. If you want to see the blogs, ask me. They're just really ugly. Okay. I hope that answered the question to the people who asked it. Okay, the wrong Jedi asked, feels on the Clone Wars. I guess I'll just talk about... I don't know if they're talking about the actual war or the TV show itself. I'll just talk about the war. I feel like the Clone Wars is really pointless. Like, why are they fighting in the first place? I mean, I'm pretty sure we heard why they were fighting, and I totally forgot about it. But I want to say that this war is basically all part of Palpatine's plan to take over the Republic and make it into an empire, and... yeah, like, the Clone Wars is really just... I think it's like a representation of the corruption within the Republic itself. I hope that answers your question. Okay, next question is from Kagan. You need to tell me how to pronounce this URL, please. I don't want to mess it up every time. And they want to know, had Obi-Wan been the apprentice Sidious had been after, how do you think things would have gone down? Well, I actually think Sidious would have gone after both of them, because together they're an unstoppable team. Like, holy shit, Kenobi and Skywalker, get them together, they'll fuck your shit up. Like, don't ever piss them off or make them have to come to you. But I think he'd take them both with him, because both of them are so powerful. Like, he'd utilize Anakin's brute strength and his willingness to follow any sort of person that gives him any sort of approval. And he'd really utilize Obi-Wan's cleverness and tactfulness in his negotiating ways to get what he wants. Because Sidious would just use the two of them as tools. Let's be real. I mean, Anakin Skywalker wasn't truly free until he was dying in his son's arms on the Death Star too. So, I think that both of them would have gone together. Both of them would have been seduced by the dark side. And they would have been both of them would have become tools. Actually, Abby was talking to me about this, like a Sith Obi-Wan, and we basically talked about how if they both would have fallen to the dark side, they would probably both of them would have overtaken the Emperor, killed the Emperor, and basically ruled the galaxy together. Well, Obi-Wan would have ruled the galaxy, and Anakin would have been like his right-hand man, the guy that went and fucked shit up. Like he is for the Emperor. Like Darth Vader is for the Emperor, Anakin would have been for Obi-Wan if they were to fall to the dark side. Like, I hope I'm making sense to you guys. Honestly, if I ramble too much, just come to me and say, hey, Zach, what the fuck are you talking about? Can you explain it a little bit more? And I say, okay, I will. Okay. Next question from Kagan. You'll notice a lot of these questions are in parts, so. Does Anakin have a favorite kid? Because, come on, every parent does. I think Anakin's favorite kid is Luke. Like, he just loves how Luke is so willing to, like, listen to his father, and how he looks up to his father and approves of him, and really wants to aspire to be like his father, and Anakin just wants to teach Luke, and share the things he loves of him, and he adores his family. He loves Luke, he loves Leia, he loves Padme. They mean so much to him because they're one of the things that's worth protecting in this galaxy. And he'll do that no matter what. He just loves his family in general. Like, he may lean towards Luke, but he loves both of his kids equally. Was there a hairstyle that Anakin donned once that he abandoned because it looked absolutely ridiculous? I think when he was a Padawan, he had a little bit of a scene phase when he was like 15, and he dyed his braid blue. He did like a little like cowlick and dyed that blue, and he went around thinking it was the coolest fucking shit ever, and everybody made fun of him, and he finally got rid of it. And Obi-Wan said, thank the stars. And then he looks back at old hollows of him with that hairstyle and wishes like they'd be destroyed. Okay. The Betrayer, aka Paige, asks, are you in fact the memeiest meme? I am the memeiest meme. I blog memes like nobody's fucking business. I need to answer a bunch of memes. The Chosen One, Annie, asks, "Oh my god, talk about the significance of Anakin's nightmares." Okay. Anakin's nightmares, I think they come from his repressed fears. Like he tends to keep his fears locked away, like deep down inside his heart. Like he built walls around these fears so they never get out, because that's not fear leads to the dark side, and he does not want to. He does not want to sort of give up his. He sort of doesn't want to disobey his Jedi teachings of not letting fear control you. But every once in a while, these fears, this dragon will will find a crack in the wall and slither through it and slither up into his mind and just create these horrible scenarios where he watches the people he loves dies because he wasn't there in time, because he isn't good enough, he isn't strong enough, he can't protect the thing he loves, his mother. Especially his mother is really the cause of his fear of losing people and not being good enough, because he was too late to save her, and that fear kind of ate away at his mind. His nightmares come from the fact that he represses his fears. He does not talk about his fears. He does not acknowledge his fears. He wants to be the hero with no fear, but he has fear, and every time he sort of like, I don't know, pretends it doesn't exist, that's when the nightmares happen. They're basically telling him, you need to realize your fears, motherfucker, or this shit's gonna happen. And how much I love you so much, Annie. You're just like the best. Honestly, I want to do so much shit with you. Like, Anakin be Darth Vader. Like, your meme for punching Anakin in the face is gonna be really feelsy. Alatum asks, "How are you so quality?" Am I quality? I think quality depends on, honestly, guys, quality does not really depend on if you have Photoshop, or if you have like a box theme. It really depends on how you feel about your character. Like, if your character is important to you, your quality, like if you love them, you develop them, you talk about them a lot, and you just always are developing them, giving them relationships, taking them from certain aspects, talking about different ways things could have happened with them. That's quality. That shows that you care about who you're playing. That shows you who you care. That you care about your character. Like, honestly, I'm gonna be honest. When I follow somebody, I look to see that they love their character. If I can't see that love, I'm not gonna follow back. I'm sorry, but if you have like one-liner threads, no character in-depth character analysis, no headcanon memes, no nothing, like, I don't want to be writing with somebody who doesn't have the same passion for the characters I do. That's how your quality, you have to put your passion into your character. That's how your quality. Always put your passions into the things you love. Answer that. Oh wow, I actually answered all the questions. There wasn't a lot. Sorry. Okay, I'm sorry if these questions seemed rushed. Like shit. Okay, also, there's one more thing I have to read. That's from Luna. She wrote me a poem about. It was going to be about me, but it ended up being about Anakin, and I'll forgive her for that because I love her. I mean, I love myself, but I love Anakin too. Okay, for the Mun video, recite the following poem. I swear I wanted to praise you in this one, say how proud I am to call you my son, and gush some over your precious blog, but then it got a bit out of hand. Hey, see for yourself. Here we go. One skies he would walk, and for stars he would reach, regardless of what his master would preach. His heart was reigned by a passion unmeasured. His fall became what should have been his treasure. He'd be a hero foretold, the chosen one, bring balance to all. They said it when it begun. He had seen the future. Would he have stopped then? Or let it be history and later repent? Try concentrating in painting a picture, one of a young boy, who's selfless and pure, who then grow to be always restless because he's tainted and scarred by the harsh pain of loss. Instead of building a shield to protect him, he's conquered by fear and devoured from within. The passion that fuels him turns bitter and black. Before he can think twice, there's no going back. The story here ends in destruction and slaughter, the tragedy of young Anakin Skywalker. Holy shit. I read this poem before and it fucked me up. I love it. I would use it in an edit. Fuck. Okay, so I also want to give some shout outs in this video. I wanted to say thank you for welcoming me into the Star Wars RP community. It's been a month and a half, I think. Yeah, almost 2. Oh my god, next month in November it's gonna be 2 months. Holy shit. I wanted to say thank you to my wine moms, Bex and Cade. Thank you for accepting me into the Anakin squad, and I really love you guys, and I love your portrayals of Anakin, and I think you're great. And we need to do same Muse shit. Holy fuck! Like just Dark Annie and Light Annie, and then I told Bex we should do Twin Annies. It'll be great. Okay, I'm gonna talk about my space dad and German mom, Abby and Luna, aka negotiating with a C, and then Kenobik. Thank you for being so awesome and lovely and just letting me be a total meme and scream about Anakin Skywalker and Obi-Wan and fucking me up with headcanons and art and videos. Yeah, I just love you guys. You play such wonderful Anakins. No, I mean Obi-Wans. You play such wonderful Obi-Wans. And I think your guys are great. Yep. Then my next shout out is to Diplomacy with 2 I's, Naberi with an X, and Comel? I don't know how to pronounce it, but I love my Padmes. You guys are so awesome at playing Padme. I'm obsessed with Padme Amidala. I'm gonna be honest. She's like, if I wasn't playing Anakin, I'd probably be playing Padme. Like, you guys just bring her to life, and what you write about her, like the way you write is so beautiful, and the way you express her, the way you make her into this real life character is just so amazing. I love you. Okay. Who else do I want to talk about? Oh, yeah, shout out to Tyrannius, Kagan, and Asajj Ventress. Like, I love you guys. You're like the Sinning Squad, like Sinning Squad Part 2. Like, I love you guys. You guys play such amazing. All of you play your muses amazingly. Like especially Conel. How do you pronounce your name? Tell me. Tell me on Skype because I don't want to get it wrong. But Tyrannus plays such an amazing Dooku. Asajj plays an amazing Asajj, and Kagan plays an amazing Grievous. Like, if you're not following Kagan, their Grievous will make you feel so many feels. Like, they really just love Grievous. Like, all these Muns love their muses. Like, every Mun I'm mentioning, every blog I'm mentioning adores their muse, and that's what I love. Okay? Then shout out to Paige and Hannah, my meme daughters. I love you guys too, and you really bring a smile to my face. Like, when I'm feeling bad, just, you guys are so funny, and your muses are like my bays, and you play them so wonderfully as well. Honestly, I could shout out all my followers, I could, but this video would take too long, so I have to end it here. It's actually 23 minutes long. 23 minutes of me rambling. 23 minutes of me talking about Anakin Skywalker. So anyways, I'm not going to cut this video up. I'm not going to edit it because I don't know how to fucking do that. So just enjoy this video as it is. Okay, love ya. Bye.